What if I told you that the way most of us look at our finances is just completely wrong? Today, we're going to dig into why thinking about your wealth as a static snapshot is so misleading and why you should see it as a full-length movie instead. Trust me, understanding this one little difference can change absolutely everything.
So it really all starts with this one question that just seems to defy all logic, right? Why do people who are earning six-figure incomes still feel like they're just one emergency away from disaster? This isn't some rare thing. It's this widespread anxiety that points to a huge misunderstanding of what financial health really is.
And yeah, this brings us to what we can call the high-income paradox. It's this really strange, super stressful situation where the numbers on paper, they just don't match that feeling you have in your gut. So let's break down exactly why that happens.
Here is a simple, but man, a really powerful idea from our source material. Income hides problems. Think about it. A big salary can feel like it's the solution to everything, but a lot of the time it just acts like a painkiller. It's just masking these financial issues that are quietly growing right under the surface.
And you know what? This isn't just about your paycheck. Even people with a high net worth, that's all your stuff, your investments, your property minus your debts, even they can fall into this trap. They look totally wealthy on a spreadsheet, but they still feel that panic when the bills are due. The problem is their wealth is all tied up. It's not actually flowing.
So here's the real issue. We're looking at the wrong picture entirely. We're judging our financial health by looking at this deceptive snapshot, just a single moment frozen in time.
And you can see it right here. On one side, you've got the snapshot, that impressive salary, the solid net worth. This is what you'd show to a bank, right? But then on the other side, you've got the reality, that day-to-day stress of cash just not being there when you need it. The snapshot looks amazing, but the reality feels, well, it feels fragile.
To make this even clearer, think of it like this. That snapshot of your finances, it's like a photograph of a beautiful, high-performance race car. It's all polished, it looks incredibly fast, and it is seriously impressive just sitting there. But here's the catch. That photo tells you absolutely nothing about how the car actually runs, right? Is the engine sputtering? Is it leaking oil? Is it about to just break down on the very first lap? The snapshot hides all the important functional details, and that is exactly the problem with looking only at your income and your net worth.
Okay, so if the snapshot is a problem, what's the solution? Well, we need to completely shift our perspective. We need to stop looking at the photo and start watching the movie.
And that movie, that is your cash flow. Cash flow isn't just a number, it is a story. It's tracking the money coming in and the money going out over time. It shows you the rhythm, the patterns, and the true dynamic health of your financial life. It basically reveals everything that the snapshot was hiding.
At the end of the day, this is the goal. It's not just about having money, but having a flow of money that is both predictable and sustainable. Can you count on it showing up next month? What about next year? Can it handle a surprise expense? That is the real measure of financial security.
Oh, I absolutely love this analogy. Think of your net worth as a lake. Now, it can be huge and deep, which is great, but if there's no water flowing into it, every single time you take a drink, every expense you have, that water level drops. It's a finite resource. But cash flow, on the other hand, is a river. It's this continuous, renewing stream that just reliably brings you what you need, day after day. The goal isn't just to have a big lake, it's to build a river.
So how does this whole movie mindset actually apply in the real world? Well, it completely changes how we approach one of the biggest financial goals we all have, retirement.
This one line right here, this is a total paradigm shift. For decades, the goal was to build up this huge pile of assets, a big lake. But this new way of thinking says the real goal isn't to stop working with a pile of money, it's to stop working with a steady stream of income that just keeps on flowing.
So the old goal was pretty simple. Save up a specific number, this finite pile of wealth, and then you just slowly draw it down, all while hoping you don't outlive it. The new goal is to spend your working years building multiple, reliable streams of income, those rivers we talked about, that are going to keep flowing long after you've stopped working.
So the most important question in your financial planning completely changes. It's no longer how much have I saved, it becomes how is my money going to show up regularly and reliably when I need it. It's all about consistency, not just quantity.
All right, let's bring this all together and think about what this really means for your own financial story.
Okay, so let's just do a quick recap.
We've seen that these static numbers, like your income and net worth, they're just a misleading snapshot. The real story, the movie, is your cash flow. That's what actually shows you your true stability. And this means the ultimate goal isn't just a big number. It's predictable, sustainable income. And that's especially true when we talk about retirement, where the whole focus shifts from retiring your assets to retiring your income.
And so that leaves us with one final and really crucial question for you. When you look at your own finances, are you stuck looking at that impressive but totally incomplete snapshot? Or are you watching the entire movie to understand the real story? Because honestly, the answer, well, it could change everything.